First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from the Superdome. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Throwing right away is Allen. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Felton. Now he's free at the 35. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play right off the bat. That gains an even 60 yards.
60 yards. And the Bills first down.
Cougar 19. Ready.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past. But here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is caught. He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Man in motion is Coleman. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for less.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is third and goal. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Bills. That's his first touchdown of the new year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Going to look to throw right away. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Carr now on second down. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Carr working out of the gun. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Ready?
Now, second down throw from Carr. The man down the field, it's Olave. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Shaq. 19, 18.
In the shotgun, it's Carr. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Ready.
3rd and 5.
19 tight. 19 go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Throwing is Carr. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
From the gun, here is Allen. He's got a man. That's Felton. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 17 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Five wide.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They motion the slot man left. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Allen on third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Bills with the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Mustang 70.
On first down, Carr. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, New Orleans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Carr now. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal. Here's Taylor. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. Instead, after that pick, you come away with 2.
That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Exiting the pocket right. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Josh Allen. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He's across midfield to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
A design run here for Allen.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Bills stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Here's Allen to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
That one taken in. Felton. Touchdown, Bills. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. a third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Carr. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw is Carr. They'll get this out quickly to Addison. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Loss of a yard.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 22-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, yeah. He gets free. Inside the 30. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. First down throw for Carr. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Get this to about midfield. Maxwell Hairston there to make the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up
Ball
second
right
and
on the
5.
50-yard line.
At the 50-yard
Here's
line.
2nd and 5. Back is Carr. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Here we go. Here we go. 19. Tiger. 19.
Play action now. It's Carr. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, New Orleans.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Little power football here on 3rd and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer is no.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And this time he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. The Saints get back in it. It is 21-7. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Allen working from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That is taken in by Felton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
18.
gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Walk through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
6-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
Here's
13
first and 10.
yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. Those running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. Moving left. Now he'll run it. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Coleman. Now a design run. It's Allen. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for not now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. So now they'll throw it with Allen. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. And third down coming up. From the gun, here is Allen. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Carr now to throw on first down. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. 19, 60.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
18, Roger. 18, Roger. 60.
The shotgun. It's Carr. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Saints.
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Saints first down.
34-yard line.
Now, Carr. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Greg Russo. He works his way in and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. Carr now on second down. And open downfield, it's Johnson.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here we go.
A run with Caleb. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by. Like we used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
That one good for 26 yards.
6 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Pass complete to his running back, Taylor. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Now it's Taylor. And he will score! Game on. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Saints. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. He'll go play action here with Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Now a give up the middle. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He's going to run it. He'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On third down, it's Allen. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6.
Up the middle they go. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Allen now on second down. Pass caught left side by Likely. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
At the 12-yard line.
Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. That his second TD catch of the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. This is first and 10.
65, let's go. Go.
To throw is Carr. Throw left side, that's Johnson. He's taken down from just shy of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now, and this one's good for a first down. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's first and 10. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Well, right side to Olave. And he is out of bounds. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
Here's first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Another Saints first down.
Carr now. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Upton stout there defensively.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Carr working out of the gun. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
Second and 6.
So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.